Giorgio Armani, the end of an era and the future of a fashion empire. Giorgio Armani, the legendary Italian fashion designer who revolutionized modern luxury, passed away at the age of 91, leaving behind the fashion's last great independent empires. Known for democratizing power dressing and creating timeless elegance, Armani built a 7.4 billion brand that now faces critical decisions about its future. While his deconstructed suits and lifestyle branding philosophy transformed the industry, the brand struggles with outdated business models and changing consumer preferences. As Giorgio Armani Foundation assumes control, the fashion world watches to see whether this iconic house can modernize while preserving the founder's legacy of sophisticated wearable luxury. The fashion world has lost one of its most defining figures. Giorgio Armani, who passed away on September 5th, 2025, at the age of 91, didn't just create clothes. He revolutionized how the world understood modern elegance. As we mourn his loss, we are also left to contemplate the future of one of fashion's last great independent empires. Giorgio Armani's story reads like a fashion fairy tale that began in the most unlikely of all places. Born in the war-torn Italy in 1934, he initially pursued medicine. Before a chance encounter with fashion at Milan's Rinascente departmental store changed the trajectory of his life and ultimately the entire fashion industry. When Armani founded his namesake brand in 1935 with his partner, he brought something revolutionary to the fashion: the idea that luxury could be both powerful as well as comfortable. His deconstructed blazers and fluid silhouettes liberated both men and women from the rigid formality that had dominated professional dressing. As Anna Wintour has noted, Giorgio Armani understood power and attitude and elegance as well as anyone ever in the fashion industry. The watershed moment came in 1980 with American Gigolo. When Richard Gere's character arranged his Armani suits on screen, it wasn't just product placement, it was a cultural moment that forever linked Armani with sophisticated elegance. The brand became synonymous with a new kind of masculinity, confident and yet approachable, polished and yet relaxed. Let's talk about a legacy that is written in silk and wool. Armani's impact on fashion cannot be overstated. He was among the first to understand that modern life demanded clothes that could transition seamlessly from the boardroom to evening, from work to leisure. His pantsuits gave women a sophisticated alternative to traditional feminine dress codes, while his menswear introduced a softer masculinity that influenced generations of designers. Beyond the clothes themselves, Armani pioneered the concept of lifestyle branding. Long before it became the industry standard, he expanded into hotels, restaurants, home decor, and even nightlife. The Armani Hotel in Dubai's Burj Khalifa and his sprawling Milan complex weren't just business ventures. They were physical manifestations of a complete aesthetic philosophy. His influence extended far beyond fashion weeks and the red carpets. Armani dressed Hollywood's biggest stars, world leaders, and business titans, becoming the unofficial uniform of success. When he wanted to look powerful without appearing aggressive, refined without seeming stuffy, you wore Armani. Let's also talk about the brand as being one of the last independents standing. In today's luxury landscape dominated by mega conglomerates like LVMH and Kering, Armani represented something increasingly rare: creative independence. While peers sold to corporate giants or went public, Armani maintained complete control of his empire, remaining CEO and sole shareholder until his death. This independence was both his strength and perhaps his challenge. While brands under conglomerate umbrellas benefited from shared resources, global distribution networks, and aggressive expansion strategies, Armani operated with meticulous personal touch of the founder. Every decision of the brand bore his fingerprints. However, this approach has shown its limitations in the recent years. The brand's 5% sales decline in 2024, which is worse than the industry average, is suggesting that Armani's traditional approach may be struggling against more aggressively marketed competitors. Operating margins of just 3% compared to historical levels of around 10% also indicate operational challenges that go beyond temporary market fluctuations. This brings us to the modern luxury dilemma that is facing the brand today. Today, Armani faces the classic luxury conundrum: how to remain relevant to young consumers while preserving the essence that made the brand iconic in the first place. Unlike brands that constantly reinvent themselves through creative directed changes and social media spectacles, Armani's strength lay in its consistency, the same quality that may now feel static to Instagram native consumers. The brand structure also reflects an earlier era of the luxury retail. Nearly half of Armani's revenues still come from departmental stores and licensing agreements, while most of luxury brands have spent the last decade focusing on directly operated boutiques and digital experiences. The wholesale-heavy model, once a standard practice, now appears outdated in an industry that is obsessed with controlling every touchpoint of customer experience. The breadth of Armani universe, from $50 Armani exchange t-shirts to $50,000 Armani gowns, creates scale but potentially dilutes brand prestige. In an era where luxury consumers increasingly value exclusivity and clear brand positioning, Armani's democratic approach may be working against it. And this brings us to how to navigate the future. With Giorgio Armani's passing, the brand faces its most significant inflection point since its founding. The Giorgio Armani Foundation, established in 2016 to govern the company after his death, must now decide whether to maintain independence, seek a strategic partnership, or explore the public markets. Each of these paths presents distinct challenges as well as opportunities. Independence would preserve Armani's unique character, but it will also require significant operational restructuring to compete efficiently. This might mean painful decisions about streamlining the brand's portfolio, reducing the wholesale dependence, and investing heavily in digital transformation. Strategic partnership or acquisition could provide the resources and expertise that is needed for global expansion, but it risks diluting the personal touch that defined Armani's approach. The brand's estimated $7.4 billion valuation makes it an attractive target, but finding the right cultural fit will be crucial. Going public would also fund modernization efforts while maintaining some independence, but would subject the famously private brand to quarterly earning pressures and public scrutiny. This brings us to the enduring appeal of quiet luxury. Interestingly, current fashion trends may be moving back towards Armani's aesthetic philosophy. The quiet luxury movement, emphasizing quality, craftsmanship, and understated elegance over logos and flash, aligns perfectly with Armani's founding principles. Brands like Loro Piana and Bruno Cucinelli have built modern luxury empires on similar foundations. This suggests that Armani's core DNA remains commercially viable, but the brand needs to communicate its values in contemporary language. Younger consumers seeking sustainable, timeless pieces over fast fashion trends should theoretically gravitate towards Armani's philosophy, if the brand can reach them effectively. In closing, we can say that Armani has built a lasting monument. Whatever direction the Armani brand takes, Giorgio Armani's influence on fashion is permanent. He democratized luxury without cheapening it, made power dressing accessible to both genders, and showed that commercial success didn't require sacrificing artistic integrity. His greatest legacy may be proving that fashion could be both beautiful and functional, luxurious and livable. In an industry that is often criticized for impracticality and excess, Armani created clothes that enhanced rather than constrained the lives of those who wore them. As the fashion world mourns Giorgio Armani and contemplates the future of his empire, perhaps the most fitting tribute would be ensuring that his core philosophy, that true luxury lies in making people feel confident, comfortable, and beautiful, continues to guide the brand that bears its name. The king is gone, but his kingdom remains. The question now is who will inherit the crown and whether they can honor both his legacy and the demands of modern luxury retail. In a world of constant change, Giorgio Armani proved that some things, like elegance, quality, and respect for the wearer, are truly timeless. That's all that we wanted to share with you in this video. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Do stay tuned in for the next one.